But now he's staring at Dolohov with such pure white-hot rage that if I were Dolohov, I'd be almost crying with sheer terror. My body comes free of the wall. I stumble forward and I run. I claw my way out of the open door and stumble into the corridor, hearing only furious shouts coming from the two men I leave behind. But they're not yelling at me. They're yelling at each other. I don't care. I don't care. Don't care. Couldn't care less. I run. My feet move with a life of their own, taking the rest of me with them. The corridors are dark, but the occasional flame torch lights them my way. I run and I run down empty corridors after empty corridors without a clue where the fuck I'm heading. Tears steaming down my cheeks as the cold air snaps my face and my bare legs. The ice-cold stone floor stings the soles of my feet. I feel disgusting. I feel him on me. And he'll be back for more, I know it. How can I escape from him? And that's not the worst thing. The worst thing is I fall against the wall, banging my knees painfully, clinging to the cold stone to support myself. Only now do I let the tears fall. He doesn't want anyone else to touch his little muggle whore. I leave a huge sob as I slide down into the ground. How could I ever believe I was safe from this? I knew Dolohov wanted me to. He made it obvious from the moment he came into my cell. And Lucius? What about him? I used to think I was safe from him in that respect, at least. But it's been different these past few days. Footsteps. Swift-moving footsteps. I don't stop to think. I run as fast as I can through the hallways and corridors, no idea where I'm heading. Through lit corridors and dark, stumble through the dark, finding light, and I run on and on. I can't let him find me. I can't. Footsteps behind me, but I won't stop running. I stagger from flights of stairs up and up and up. Why wouldn't you go down, you dumb bitch? Down is where the lower floor is where the level floor will be, which is how you leave. Why would you go up? What is up for you? Doesn't make any sense, Cameron. I noticed that the first time. I was like, why would you go up? You need to be going down. You're not underground right now. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. So stupid. Hold on. Oh, shit. Oh, okay, we're good. I don't know why I was freaking out. Boop-chicoo, boop-chicoo, boop-boo, boop-chicoo, boop-boop-boop-boop-boo. Okay, can't let him find me. Footsteps fade behind me, but I won't stop running. Okay, I stagger up flights of stairs, up and along corridors, and up more stairs, weaving my way through the house with no idea where I'm going. Hey, you don't know where you're going, bitch, and you don't have any... Okay. Okay, where can I go? I can't go back to my room, or over the river, and I don't even know where I am in the bloody place anyway. I stumble into a long corridor, sobbing wildly as I run, slamming myself against the door at the end of it and swinging it open. Only then do I stop running. I'm standing on a balcony that looks out into darkness. I must be inside the cave that this house hides itself in, I suppose. There's no railing on the edge of the balcony. It just leads right off into thin air. I lean over the edge. I must be very high up. I look over the edge. Just looking over the edge makes me feel dizzy. The water bank and the lake seem to be miles and miles away. My toes curl over the edge. How easy would it be just to step right off the ledge, fall through the air and end it all, to forget everything, to make everything stop, all the pain, fear, hate, and guilt. I should feel fear, but I feel nothing. I've gone numb. Sensation comes back into me when I take another look over the edge. My stomach does backflips over and over again. God, it's far. I'd have plenty of time to watch the ground hurtling toward me. I rolled my eyes up, wishing more than anything to see the night sky one last time. But there's nothing there, of course. Just the darkness of the ceiling. I take a deep breath and close my eyes. A lone tear creeps down my cheek. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I love you, Mom, Dad, Ron, Harry. I throw my arms out. but someone clamps around my waist and I am pulled back into the balcony and into the corridor. I struggle against it because I know that it's Dolohov back for more, and I won't let him touch me. I'll kick him, and then I'll throw myself off the balcony before he can get hold of me again. I want to scream, but a hand clamps over my mouth as I am pulled back into the corridor and slammed into a dark alcove. I struggle against him for all I'm worth, but he's strong, too strong. He pins me to the wall in the alcove, pressing me into it with his hand clamped over my mouth, stopping my screams. But I can't see. It's so dark I can't even see him. Tears roll down my cheeks, falling into his fingers. They clamp mercilessly over my mouth. But I don't think it's not Dolohov. I know it. I won't let you kill yourself. The voice mutters this quietly, darkly, full of threat. But it's not Dolohov's voice. I won't let you take an easy way out. It's Lucius. It's Lucius pushing me into the wall now with his hand clamped over my mouth. I close my eyes and tears roll down onto his fingers. I don't care. I wish my tears could stain him. His breathing skates lightly over my forehead. I open my eyes, trying to make his features out, but I can't see anything. I can only see his body pressing into the stone. I feel the long fingers clamped over my mouth. His thumb digs in under my jaw. His fingers shift slowly away from my mouth. So slowly, but it keeps his other hand pushing into my shoulder. His now free hand moves down to grab my wrist, which is resting awkwardly on his chest. I clench my fingers into a tight fist. What did he do to you? He asks quietly. I try to keep my breathing steady. I don't answer him. We stay like this for ages, still together in the darkness. All there is in this world at this moment is him pressing me into the stone, and his hand on my shoulder, his warm hand and fingers on the other hand digging into my wrist. I can see his face, but I know that I can't see his face, but I know that it's different somehow from whenever he usually gets this close. He's not mocking me or trying to intimidate me this time. I don't know how I know this. I just know. Right, that's it. This ends now. I squirm against him. Let go of me, I whisper, furious at how tears are starting to run in my eyes again. He remains silent for a second, but then he steps back, releasing my wrist and my shoulder. I don't run away, even though I know I probably should. I still can't see his face. There's no need to be like that, he says, his voice mocking, with the words ringing hollow somehow. I don't care. I can barely get the words out. Don't you dare mock me. Not after what just happened. There's a long pause. I wrap my arms defensively around my chest, hugging the huge shirt tight around me. He sucks in his breath ever so quietly. What exactly did he do to you? He asks, his voice perfectly still and controlled. I press my lips together. I don't want to tell him. I don't want him to know. You tell me. Yes, he says quietly. I don't want to have to force the truth out of you. But how can I tell him that? He didn't do anything. I have to force the words out. He would have done if you hadn't turned up. He said that I had to be nice to him. There's a long silence, punctured only by my breathing. It takes me a while to realize that I can't hear him breathing anymore. He steps out of the alcove into the dim light of the corridor. The blue torchlight throws its harsh, furious features into a sharp relief. He looks so angry that it hits me like a kick in the stomach. I noticed that Antoine was drinking a lot this evening, he says quietly, but I had no idea that he was planning to go to your room. But I don't understand. If you had no idea that he was going to my room, then why did you turn up in the first place? His face sets itself hard, and he slaps me across the cheek. Tears sting my eyes as I grip at my sore cheek. Don't think you can get away with any further impertinence, Manfred. I wasn't, and don't flatter yourself that I was there specifically to see you. He cuts across me. My room is quite close to yours. I heard your screams as I made my way down the corridor, so I went to see what was the matter. Why is your... I let the question disappear into thin air. He narrows his eyes, though. He knows what I was going to ask. My room is close to yours because Anne was frequently suggesting that he should like to pay your room a visit. He says quietly, upon your arrival, I made sure that my room was close to yours so that I could prevent such an incident should it ever occur. So you're my protector now? I said coldly, tears clinging to my eyelids. I'm furious because he can't claim that title, not after everything he's done to me. But can you protect me from yourself? That's what I want to know. My muscle goes... Yeah, okay, sorry. A muscle goes in his jaw, and he quickly reaches out, putting his hand to my throat. It pinches at it cruel, making me choke. For your sake, I'm going to pretend that you didn't say that to me. He says, his voice quiet and still with contained rage. I don't think I need to remind you that I was not the one who came to your room tonight looking to dirty my hands on a mudblood. Oh, no. Oh, God, no. That's not what I meant. I would never suggest that. What is happening to my voice? Okay. Sorry. Oh, no. Oh, God, no. That's not what I meant. I could never suggest that again, not after what he did when I last suggested it. Something flickers at the back of my mind then, just for a minute. But I can't work out what it is. Do I make myself clear? He asked quietly, pinching harder. I can't do anything more than nod. He holds me still for a moment before he lets go of my throat. I gasp and massage my sore neck while he looks at me intently. Why would you kill yourself? He asked quietly. Why would you do something so foolish? Antoine's not worth it. Believe me. It's not just him. I say, my voice blank and barren, because I'm not angry anymore. Stop it, Bone. I'm warning you. Because I'm not angry anymore. I'm just broken. Sad. So sad. I've lost my family and my friends. And I've led my very best friend to his death because of my own stupid weakness. And I've seen things that I never thought I'd have to see. And I'll never be able to forget it. You forced me to give up on my principles. You've taken everything I ever believed and turned it into a lie. What do I have to live for? I have nothing left. He stays perfectly still. He does nothing. He just looks at me long and hard, with no emotion and no pity in his gaze. And you call me a coward? He says eventually, quietly. I'd never take such an easy way out. I thought you believed in fighting your way through things. That's the Gryffindor mentality, isn't it? Perhaps I'm tired of fighting, I say, my voice flat. Besides, I don't see why you suddenly decided that me fighting things out is a good thing. I shake my head and breathe a tiny, joyless laugh.